The question is the role of grace in our life. Our life is nothing but a flow of karma, a cause and effect sequence. The chain is infinite. We don't know where it starts and what are the causes and what are the effects which we are experiencing. Our mind is able to think of one cause and one effect, but really any situation is multiple causes, multiple effects. What we see experience at a given point of time. So our mind cannot comprehend the play of karma. That's why Bhagavad Gita Sri Krishna says, Gahana karmano gatihi. The flow of karma is not easy to understand. We can trace one event to other, but this person did this to me and all. But why the situation comes? Because of a lot of parameters. It's called cause and effect. Cause and effect keeps you bound in the earthly plane or in the horizontal plane. So move out of the cause and effect. It's impossible. Practically. We are stuck to the cause and effect, a chain. It's called karmic cycle. To pull you out of the karmic cycle, a force is required. Force of karma and force of or blessing of grace. I don't call grace as force. It's a blessing. Blessing will you lift you out of karmic cycle, and that's called grace. So karmic cycle is a normal mode of operation. It's called horizontal operation. You can call gravitational field. It's equal to gravitational field. Gravitational field always pulls you down. Grace pulls you up. Okay. So now grace is two types. What is a common grace, which is there everybody experiences. What is given to you without asking is called grace. Without you seeking, you don't even know how to seek. Your body, your brain, your nervous system, your genes, everything is given to you. It's a grace. The whole body mind complex functions well. This functioning is called grace. The grace is common. It's there for everybody. And this with this grace, you are living in the earth and you are experiencing karma. Experiencing karma is also grace. In the sense, in the process of experiencing karma, gradually start maturing. Your understanding life, you start maturing. That way, karma itself is also a part of the grace, law of karma, karmic cycle. So I will say everything is grace. But at certain point of time, to come out of this karmic chain, you need a special pull. How does that pull come? When does that pull come? We have no clue. Because first of all, we don't even know such thing exists. Okay? It is like a blind man wants to see the sunlight. He does not know there's an eye surgeon who will operate his eyes. That eye surgeon coming and saying, blind man, that I'll operate your eyes and open your eyes is a grace. Otherwise, the blind man has no clue that a surgeon can come and open the eyes. Similarly, in our spiritual life, we are trapped, and most of the people don't even know they're trapped in the karmic cycle. Very difficult to come out. A time will come when a master appears in your life, a realized master. It's like a blind man or a blind man, doctor should appear. Blind man cannot find a doctor because he does not know who is doctor. Okay? So doctor should appear. A point of time, a guru will appear, a realized master will appear in the life who is like a surgeon, will open the eyes. That appearance of the master is a grace. First of all, you could not seek, you cannot seek, you don't know who is the master, which master can help you. You don't know. When you are ready, the master appears in your life. That's called grace. I find I am searching for a master, I'll get the master is not possible. Seeking a master by yourself is not possible. It's like a blind man seeking a doctor. How will you find the doctor? How will you recognize who is the doctor? You have no way. So the Master appearing in your life is called grace. Now, this is no, normal grace is what keeps your life going, and in the karmic cycle going. Karmic cycle is also part of grace, but special grace lifts you from the karmic cycle upwards. That's the absolute personal master. So then, the master teaching is the grace. The way he teaches, the presence of master, and what he teaches you. If life becomes a transforming moment in your life, that's called grace. So this is called grace in the spiritual domain. A simple definition of grace is what is required for your evolution, what is required for your life, appears in your life at the right moment at the right time without you seeking it. But the moment you seek it, it becomes predictable. I want to seek a grace that becomes predictable. One thing you have to remember in life, karma cannot be stopped. Grace cannot be forced. Grace has to appear in life. You cannot force grace. So grace will appear in your life when you become eligible for grace for whatever reason, because we don't know what is the cause, what is the fact. Grace in general is told as causeless. It's causeless. The cause and effect relationship you can't tell in the domain of grace. You can simply say, I received the grace. You cannot say these are the causes which made the grace possible. Cause and effect is only possible in the earthly plane, horizontal plane. In the domain of going beyond the cause and effect, you cannot say this is the cause, this is the effect. That's why grace is causeless. Okay. But from the point of view of a person who received the grace, he can say this is the cause. Oh, I did some good karma. That's why grace came. He can say. But in reality, from the grace, the grace is causeless. That's why the mercy of God, because causeless mercy, causeless grace, causeless compassion. You can say you cannot associate cause and effect. The moment you associate cause and effect, you come in the domain of karma. But definitely we can say a person who received the grace, he said, oh, I would have done some good karma, that's why I received the grace. Karma cannot be stopped. Grace cannot be forced. You have to just be ready to receive grace. You can prepare yourself for receiving grace by the acts of service. Whatever practice you do, spiritual practice you do, you can prepare yourself to receive grace. You cannot find a master. The master has to find you. You can prepare yourself, whatever extent, to find a master. Any questions?
So let us, according to what you said, Prabhuji, now we met you, it's grace. But to understand your teachings also is grace.
Correct.
Then sustaining with you also is grace.
Yes. So meeting a master is a grace. Receiving the teaching is a grace. Understanding teaching is a grace. And coping up with the master is also grace. Being in the master is also grace.
In scriptures and many stories, in general, a lot of people who got sadhana after austerities for so many lifetimes, then they realize, become enlightened.
Okay, so that question is a separate question. The grace question is over. Your question was grace.
You said that some good karma can cause some grace or something on the perspective of the person. What does that mean? You said that it's
See,
causeless.
I'm saying the grace, whatever you receive in life, causeless. You don't know why you are receiving. Do you know why you have got a body? Why you have got eyes? Why you have got a functioning mind? You don't know. It's given to you.
But just because I don't know the cause doesn't mean it's causeless.
I'm saying it is given to you. Okay. So there you can't find a cause and effect relationship. It is given to me because of this reason. Okay. And you cannot predict grace also. Grace should be like this also, it's not predictable. If it becomes predictable, it becomes the domain of mind. Grace is beyond the domain of mind. So the grace, the one thing which is there about the grace is when you receive the grace, it has a effect Surprising effect. Oh, this is what I received. The mind cannot predict it. Mind cannot conceptualize it. If you are able to conceptualize it, it's not grace. And the nature of grace is at some point in time in your life, we don't know when you need it, exactly what is required for you will appear, not because you put effort, but because it's given to you. Why it's given to you also you don't know. That's why you can say it's causeless. Causeless from your point of view, because I don't understand cause and effect.
But there is some cause in the sense that something,
I'm saying,
whether it's my good karma or something like that.
I'm saying ultimately our mind can conceptualize only in terms of cause and effect. That's why cause and effect you start giving. I have done some good karma, that's why grace is received. That's what is your understanding. But from universe point of view, it's causeless. The grace and love keeps flowing. So why mother loves child? Just she's love. Grace is the nature of Ishvara. Grace is the nature of universe.
So then, something like that can happen to anyone, irrespective of
I'm
whether
saying
they are.
that's what I'm saying. You, this logic fails to understand grace. Something can happen to anybody. You're also trying to find a logical way the grace operates. There's no logical explanation possible. It's beyond the logic. Functioning of grace is beyond logic. And many times, what we call as grace is it has to happen according to me like this. That's the mind. Okay. The grace has a surprising effect. Oh, means like example of grace is a blind man is there. Okay. And blind man, one day doctor does the surgery. Huh? Why it is like this? Such as we cannot imagine it. There's no way he can imagine it. No way can imagine that a doctor can open his eyes also. That's a surprising element. That's called. I'm not speaking normal grace. I'm speaking special grace, uplifting grace. It will be shocking. There will be shocking effect or the surprise element. If there's no surprise element, it's like a common mind game. I want a grace. Normally people can please bless me. I want a grace. I'm going for examination. I should get a good marks. Okay, it's a kind of blessing. Grace is a very surprising element, which many times, sometimes what you consider as misery can be grace. Suffering can be grace. Okay, we can't understand what is required for you at a given point of time.
Separation from some friends.
It could be anything. See, for us at the outside, it looks like, oh, why God is giving trouble for me? Why I'm suffering? But for all you know, it may be there may be something for you which opens up you. So grace, human mind in general cannot understand.
So that depends on my mindset also. Right? So if I like don't expect anything, then everything can be a grace. I mean, I can see everything as a.
You can see everything as grace. So that's where seeing everything as grace is called gratitude. Once you once you are grateful to the universe in various ways, the grace starts flowing in. Grace is there. You start recognizing grace in every aspect of your life. Gratefulness is required. Gratefulness opens the gates of grace. We don't know in what form grace comes. Always you think that this beneficial thing has to happen to me. We associate grace with the beneficial thing. It can be a failure also. What is hidden, we can't understand.
Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna also says the same thing. Karmanyeva adhikarastha.
Yeah, I mean, karma this is about karma. You keep doing your karma and don't expect results. We are speaking of grace, which will uplift you from karma.
From detachment, this is acceptance.
Acceptance.
Complete acceptance,
Complete acceptance.
sense of surrender
Sorry.
will make us aware.
See, if you look at your life, our life is full of grace. How do you think we are sitting in this train? Okay, and we are breathing, we are alive. None of this is our doing. Okay, a blessing has given to us. Every moment of our life is a blessing in some form.
We superimpose our
We suppose your identity. Blessing has to be like this, it has to be like this. Typically, what is our approach to life is somebody is hungry, is given a dosa. What kind of dosa is this? Yeah? Huh? I want a masala dosa. If you give masala dosa, no, I want a ghee masala dosa. No, ghee masala dosa is not roasted properly. Like that, our conditions, our mind will keep on conditioning. A condition, choiceless acceptance of life is called grace. When you accept life choicelessly, so many things opens up in the universe. The gates opens, but we have a choice. We have a condition for everything in life. Nothing we accept without a conditioning by the mind. No, I don't have a condition also. Still, it's not deep within. It's surface level thought. It's a strategy of the ego. Oh, I don't have conditions for grace to operate. It's a strategy. It's not reality.
We can have raga dvesha.
Right.
So we are balancing in that.
Yeah.
how to get not influenced by the mind.
How to get not influenced by mind?
As in the mind itself